2 points would have been great, but man, I thought the Leafs looked great. Can somebody tell Ryan Miller he doesn't play for the Sabres anymore? Hi, everyone. Hello. The Leafs won a thing! Austin Matthews. Moto, wizardry, and... Well, time for a rebuild. This team is ruining my life. Leafs! Half win, 3-2 in the shootout to the Vancouver Canucks. You know what? It was a Leafs loss because apparently shootouts are still a thing. So you know what? The Leafs lost the rematch. The Canucks got their revenge, and to that, I say... No one else is here? I made a video on the Sportsnet YouTube channel, and I think I even said this on the podcast a few times, saying that this is the most highly anticipated hockey night in Canada of the season, and I think it absolutely was. Because there was anger, hate, nastiness, and fans tuned in for a bloodbath, and instead what they got was a fantastic hockey game. Let's go through it, and we'll talk about the fight. Let's start with the 1-0 goal. Daniel Sedin takes a shot, it bounces off of Roman Polak, and past Freddie Anderson, 1-0 Canucks. And you know what? I actually thought Roman Polak and Matt Hunwick have been pulling it together a little bit recently. I haven't hated them as a pairing as much as I usually do. On this one, however, against the Sedins, Micah! Stop with this! You know, I think I'm gonna finally put in Martin Marincin. Oh, okay, yeah, it's been a while. And to do that, I'm gonna take out Connor Carrick. Micah! Connor Carrick shuffles into the press box with his popcorn and accidentally sits down in Frankie Carrello's lap like, oh, sorry, I didn't know you were there. No one does! Micah! Look, I think Mike Babcock deserves the giant contract that he has. Why not? I think he's done amazing things with the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's a proven winner. Look at what he's done at the Olympics, 3 Stanley Cup Finals, and he has won the damn thing. But Micah! Alright, we go to the second period. Leafs with a partial 3-on-1. Zach Hyman's got the puck. He's got Austin Matthews beside him. Morgan Rielly trailing. Hyman makes a bad pass to Morgan Rielly. Puck goes the other way, and Alex Burrows makes a pass to Sven Baertschi going way too fast and accidentally scores on Frederik Andersen. Doesn't matter how he scored it. He scored it! It's 2-0 Canucks. I feel bad for Zach Hyman on this one because he's in such a good position that he puts himself into a bad one. You're Zach Hyman, okay? You make your money, your bread and butter is going into the corners and just being an awful pest, winning puck battles and doing things that other players are just not willing to do. And you find yourself on the Toronto Maple Leafs, which I don't know if he was expecting to make the NHL out of camp and stay there, but he has done both. Not just that, night in and night out, he is on a line with either Austin Matthews and Connor Brown, or Austin Matthews and William Nylander. That's pretty good. Not to mention Austin Matthews! And on this play, he's got 3 options. Shoot it, pass it to Austin Matthews, well, it might not get to Austin Matthews, or pass to the trailing Morgan Rielly. Holy smokes, he can pass to Matthews or Rielly? I understand why it's hard to be greedy in that scenario, but shoot! It's a 3-on-1. Shoot low. If you don't score, hopefully Matthews or Rielly get a rebound. The road back is going to have to start on the power play, okay? Morgan Rielly over to Tyler Bozak. Blast, he scored! No, Ryan Miller stopped. Oh wait, JVR's there. His 11th of the season. The Leafs are in the game. Steve, you skipped the fight. I know, I'm saving it! And then from the 2-0 Canucks goal, Hockey Karma has a funny way of working out. Zach Hyman out in front to Austin Matthews. Austin Matthews buries it. 2-2, tie game. Zach Hyman, planting a kiss on Austin Matthews, and you know what? If I played on his line, I would too. And hey, Austin Matthews with his 11th goal of the season, assisted by number 11. What? We go to overtime. Nothing, shootout, Leafs lose. And yes, I sum it up that quickly because I really think the NHL got something right with 3-on-3 overtime. It's awesome, isn't it? I don't know exactly what the number is, but more and more games have to be getting decided in the overtime period instead of the shootout, right? If you had continuous OT, a continuous 3-on-3 OT, how long does that thing last? Like, what's the record for the longest one? 10 minutes, maybe? Look, Canucks fans can be happy with their 2 points. Leafs fans a little disappointed with the 1, even though there was a comeback. But let's say the Leafs win, Canucks lose. I still say the same thing. Continuous 3-on-3 OT, the shootout is an abomination. Overtime is a game. The shootout is practice. Why is it deciding the standings? I'd feel better about it if there were a 3-point system, but that's never gonna happen. Now, let's talk about the fight. That very odd fight. Now, not everything has to be about analytics, but I actually saw parallels between like fancy stats and how they're talked about and all that and this fight. I say that because I think most fans of like old-time hockey prefer fighting and are like to numbers. And the numbers can be nonsense and just noise and not be real hockey and not make any sense. The way I saw people talking about the fight between Matt Martin and Eric Branson Didn't make any sense. One I saw was good for Eric Goodbranson for answering the bell. No, Goodbranson said Martin was dead. Goodbranson created the bell, so he better answer it. Also, Goodbranson didn't go after Martin in this one. Martin went after him because Martin's team was losing 2-0. And if you believe in that crap, it turned the Leafs game around. And I didn't see anyone going, why on earth did he fight someone with his team up 2-0? He didn't have to. And by the way, the reason we're not talking about that is because the Canucks won. If the Leafs win, all of a sudden it's this comeback that starts with the Martin Goodbranson fight. And once again, the game between the Leafs and Canucks was decided by a shootout. And someone on Twitter who I'm pretty sure is Branson's dad was talking about, oh, good on him for fighting journeyman Matt Martin. Matt Martin's career, played with the Sarnia Sting for 3 years, drafted by the New York Islanders in 2008, played in the Islanders farm system, Islanders, Leafs. In fact, Matt Martin has never been traded, Eric Goodbranson has. And you know what? I'm not even taking shots because I'd say the same thing if it was my kid in a fight. I don't even have any hate on for Goodbranson. I like Goodbranson. I interviewed him like a long time ago when I sucked at interviewing, more so than now. And I did like, oh, he backed up what he said. Kids, here's a life lesson for you. If you say something, you better back it up, because that is the bare minimum you can do. But Steve, didn't you just say that Goodbranson shouldn't have fought Matt Martin because his team was up 2-0? Which brings us to lesson number 2. Sometimes when you say crazy stuff, you have to back up that crazy stuff. So don't say crazy stuff. Was the game a thriller? Yes. Did hockey fans get their money's worth? Yes. Congratulations to Jesse Blake for getting tickets to that game, you lucky jerk. But was that fight what made that game amazing? No. Look, I'm not trying to say fighting is bad or you should take it out of the game. I'm just saying there are claims that you can take numbers and you can just shoehorn them into anything and get them to mean whatever you want. And I think we got the same thing here. There were no knights in shining armor doing chivalrous deeds. There were no fire-breathing dragons being slayed. There was just a forward who cleverly picked his spot and fought a defenseman. Because previously, that defenseman said he would fight that forward because he was mad. And he should have been mad! I just think people are exaggerating and seeing it the way they want to see it. But, then again, killing my own point, isn't that just good storytelling? Wasn't that the story heading into the game? Wasn't that what the fans wanted? Are you not entertained? Maybe, just maybe, there's room in hockey for all kinds of stuff, and that's what makes it fun. Now the Leafs move on to Minnesota. They don't play until Wednesday. They have a lot of time to get freshened up and rested. They have no excuse to lose that game. That's going to be huge. So that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Huge Panago Pizza Steve Dangle podcast coming up. We are recording on a Monday instead of Tuesday. That is tomorrow. And we're going to have an in-studio guest. His name is Chris Johnston. He's from Sportsnet, and he's lovely. And on the phone, Doug Sifu, the CEO of the Florida Panthers, who were in the news for some things recently. Got any questions or comments for either of them? Leave them down below. Tweet me at Steve_Dangle. I got a Reddit page too, reddit.com/r/Steve Dangle. Should be fun.